going on, everybody? Scouse311 here, and this is Zoo Tycoon for the Xbox One. Basically, it is a type of build-in management game where you build a zoo, and this is probably the only game I can really play anymore where my daughter can be up during the day. So I'm just saying that because there's a chance that you probably will hear her in the background of these videos. I apologize if that bothers you, but it's the way it is. So this game is a downloadable game on the Xbox One, and it's also, I think it was only available at Walmart. I think at the time of launch it was like that. I don't know. I downloaded it. There's a lot of kinect stuff you can do with it, which is cool. One of the reasons I got it was because I thought my daughter would enjoy it, and she's been like, she's 3, and she's able to feed the animals with the kinect and stuff like that. I mean, she thinks it's kind of cool. She actually asks me about playing the zoo game, so that's kind of cool. But there is a game in here, there's other stuff to do besides just mess around like that. So there's a training mode which I went through. Basically, it's short tutorials. Freeform is when you have no object is no money. Basically, you just able to do whatever you want. Challenge mode is when you start with so much money and you gotta try to get your zoo up. And the campaign mode is where you have 20 scenarios. So I think we're gonna mess with campaign mode first a little bit, and then we'll work on our own zoo. Maybe we'll do some campaign, start a zoo, go back and forth, or something like that. So let's start with campaign mode and see how that goes. I've done a couple of these, 3 of them to be exact, but there's like 20. So let's start from the beginning so we can see what it's all about. The first one is the UK, Cambridgeshire Animal Park, and you have a few goals here you got to get through, and these are timed as well. So the West African giraffe is lonely, like the guests want to see lions, things like that. So let's go in here and check it out. But this game's pretty fun. I worked on one real big zoo so far. I mean, and it was enjoyable. But I'm going to mess around making other ones eventually. It's a good one to just kind of sit back and chill and do something. Plus, graphically, the animals look amazing. The environments look pretty good. But yeah, animal-wise, the game looks pretty amazing actually, and it does have a lot of kinect features. One problem with the game is that sometimes you have to go deep into menus to do stuff, but if you actually know the kinect voice command, it speeds the game up a lot. So, alright, here we go. So I actually made this is like apparently I kind of like my daughter. Of course, my daughter's 3, but she's a redhead, so this is as close as I could get to make her. So we have notifications on the left. It talks about how the West African giraffe is lonely. We have challenges on the right, which is what we have to do to get through this thing. So we start with the giraffe one. You can actually go here, and click, and this is where the giraffes are. So we go here in our zoo view, and you can warp around quickly by just going to wherever you want and hitting Y. Y brings you up. You can kind of say I want to go over here, and then you hit Y, and now you're there. So that's the quickest way around the zoo. View animals. So if you say that word, then of course you can zoom right in. So here is what the giraffes look like. It is pretty awesome looking, animal-wise. So every animal has specific needs that you have to meet to keep them happy. If you hold left trigger, you can see here that the animal happiness is not very good. Hunger and cleanliness is in the yellow. Habitat happiness is way down, and social need is completely gone. So each animal has certain social needs where they need to have so many other animals in there with them, or else they're lonely, basically, which is why it's called the lonely giraffe. So we go to animals here, adopt, and you can see all the animals that we're able to actually use right now. And giraffes are right here, and this is a West African. So if you hold left trigger, you can see that they want a minimum of 3 animals in their social group. Minimum of 3. You have to be careful when you build some of these enclosures or whatever, because some animals want a minimum of 4 or so animals, and certain enclosures only hold 3. So you gotta make sure you build the right one to match the needs of the animals, or else you're never gonna actually be able to meet that need. So we don't have to buy really expensive animals. The animals actually level up, which gives you more points for your zoo and money as they level. As they're happy, they level. So this one is, we only have 49,000, so let's just go with the cheaper ones. It's fine. Once they actually level up enough and get to level 15, you can actually bring them out to the wild. You can free them, which gives your zoo a lot of bonus points. And then you can just bring in new animals to replace them. So you shouldn't really get too attached to your animals technically, because you will probably be releasing a lot of them. Okay, so they bring in everything by helicopter, which is kind of funny. So now we got 2 animals, and if you look at the bottom, the social need has gone up quite a bit. But it still isn't perfect. But for challenges, let's just do what it's telling us to do, basically, so we don't spend all day in here. Your guests expect to see lions. Adopt at least one lion. Asiatic lion. Okay. So the lions, it's still hard for me to find the right spot just to look at the animals without clicking on an enclosure. We're not going to obviously put them in here, but we can look at what they need. So we got lions. Asiatic lion needs 2 animals, and they like tropical. So you only need 2 animals in that thing, and a tropical enclosure is what you need. So we can look around here. We have a medium lake there. We have the giraffes there. We only have giraffes in the zoo. Now we have some elephants here, it looks like. In a small tropical as well. Okay, so let's build a lion enclosure, a tropical enclosure, because that's what those lions like. Most lions like savanna, but the Asiatic lions like tropical. So, and this tropical one holds up to 3 animals. So this would be perfect. We don't need to build a real big one. You see, the actual game throws down the roads for you, or not the roads, but the pathways for you. So you don't actually have to do that. So our zoo fame went up to 5 now, and every time your zoo fame levels up, you unlock more animals, different kinds of enclosure stuff that you can put in there, trees, different kinds of food, a whole bunch of stuff, rocks, whatever. Okay, so we're here now, so we need a couple lions. Adopt an animal. Okay, so lions. There are also baby lions, as you see here. If there's a little bottle by it, that means they're all usually more expensive because they actually get more stuff coming in. Your zoo goes up 295 points, and you get money of 30 here. I'm assuming your money goes up by 30 somehow. With this animal, where you get the other lion, it's only 90 and 22. So the baby is actually much more expensive. The level 8 guy is 180 and 28. Still, the baby kicks its butt, but the baby is much more expensive too. So we don't really care about that right now. You can also put in a male and female, and you can have breeder make them when they have a chance. They can breed their own babies, of course. And there's also a breeder workers that you can hire that can help them to breed or whatever. So you can also try to get them breeding in that way, and just have the babies on their own. So okay, so let's see what's next. Zoo inspection. Meet your animal's needs and bring every animal's happiness in the green for 3 minutes. Okay. And the new animal friends will help to raise the profile of the zoo. Expand the zoo to Zoo Fame 7. So basically we need to work on getting all the animals' happiness up right now for the rest of this one. And here, he wants a social need is his problem. Animal happiness is in the yellow basically because he needs another animal in here. So let's bring Tasha in. And before she even lands, it's gonna start going up because you got it set up. So the social needs already rising, and he'll be all in the green here soon. If you hurry, we may not have to do all the food stuff yet on this first tutorial. These guys though are hungry, so we probably have to do this. These guys have been here for a while. Their social need is high. The cleanliness, hunger, and habitat happiness is low. So, for hunger, you go to exhibit items, animal care. Each exhibit has so many spots here that you can mess with. So we're going to throw down food for them, and you can see by left trigger what they like. Elephants like vegetables and fruit. So let's throw some fruit down. Eventually they'll go there and take care of that themselves. They also have, this is where you can actually use the kinect. I'm in a good spot here, but I'm not going to try to use my hand actually for this. But you could pick up food with your hand. This is the kind of stuff I was talking about my daughter liked. The animals will come to you. The elephants look so awesome in this. Just the way their skin looks is amazing. Oh, there's a baby in here. Come on. This would just show off how it looks. There it comes. So you hold the right trigger to offer food, or you can hold your hand up and it feels like you're doing it yourself type of thing. So a lot of animals can do this, of course. You can't really do this with tigers, of course. But you can do it with giraffes and elephants and animals that won't rip your arms off. So we'll give him 2 things of food and he'll be full. So you can actually look at like the exhibit as a whole with the left trigger, if you get close enough, and see what it is. Or view animals. View animal. If you get in there, there's the baby. You can actually look at each specific animal as well and see their needs. So that's the one we fed. So they're not hungry anymore. The other ones, actually, he's not hungry. He must have ate. Oh, he's not hungry either. Okay, good. They use that food. But you can look at each individuals too. So they need to be cleaned as well. So I went the wrong way. What do I gotta go for this? Animal care, okay. Let's go to another station that we have available. And the cleaning is these kind of huge guys here. There's a stone bird, a carved moose, and a carved croc. So let's do the bird. Let's do the moose. They'll actually come in here, and it's basically like hoses. They spray them with water, and they clean themselves. It actually looks pretty cool. Or you can actually set up a hose where you can spray them yourself to clean them, which is what uses the Kinect feature. We're not going to do that though. And there should be 3. Here's a hose here, so you can kind of see what it looks like. I guess I could just mess with it. This is what it looks like when you do it. Usually you can use your arms to aim it and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is actually get rid of one of these, because they can use it on their own. This is an interaction. So let us edit this one and sell it, because that's just taking up a spot. They want a habitat happiness, and what they need for that are these enrichments. Each animal needs a different one. You can see here elephants like those a little bit by the stars. Elephants like the tabletops the best, it looks like, or the wading pools. And then each individual one is ranked too by what animals like. So we have this one already, so we can buy that. So they'll play in there. That's basically something for them to play with. See the animal, see the giraffe over here is washing himself. Actually looks pretty awesome. The way the skin looks with the water changes up. So these guys should be pretty happy now. Once they all get cleaned, they'll be in the green. They'll be in a good times. you actually have to take care of the stuff as well. So like we can click on here and refill it if it needs water. To make sure that it's working properly, stuff like that. Okay, so what's left? We have another group of animals, the giraffes. We need to make sure they're on the green. And they are really hurting. Okay, so let's get them working on. The elephant should be good for the rest of this little thing here. The lions we may need to worry with. We didn't really put food down for them. Adopt an animal. We didn't really put food down for the lions because I thought they were already in the green. I thought maybe we'd get through it without worrying about it. But we probably will have to go back and fill their exhibit with all the stuff they need. So let's go animal care. Let's get them some food. Giraffes like fruit and vegetables. We just got a message about the animals not being able to eat the lions, so yeah, we're gonna have to fill that. Fill that need quickly. Animal care. Just build them that. Enrichments. And we can build them whatever they like to be happy to play with. They're big fans of looks like the activity centers. Even though that's not a huge, they're not huge fans of that one. Rope toys, I think, is what they like the most. Yeah, this first rope toy they like. Not as much as the second. So each one, like I said, is individual, based on what they need. So there we go. So they got some setup here to start with. They're going to be all in the green. So if we go up to here, we can actually ping animal happiness. This is how our animals are. And everybody's in the green except for the poor lions, which we put in. They need, we got the level 6 for our zoo. They need habitat, happiness, hunger. They need the whole shebang, pretty much. So let's just fill them up with what they need. Let's give them some food. Let's give them some meat, because they could definitely like that. Let's give them something to clean themselves with. Enrichments. And let's give them what they like to play with to keep them active. They like scratching posts. Alright, there we go. So that is done. So once everything gets green for 3 minutes, I think I said, they'll be good to go. They're eating. They'll actually drag the food out. View animal. They'll actually drag the food out individually and eat it. It's pretty awesome. They don't just go in there and stick their face in. Okay, so if you look at our view, ping animal happiness. That doesn't always work. Green. X works just as well. You can see the happiness of all your animals. They're all in the green, so we should be pretty good. So while we wait, we also have buggies that we can go into, which is a new thing. Well, not a new thing, but I haven't shown yet, which is kind of fun. You can drive around. It's not great. It's not really that fun, actually, but whatever. You can't actually run people over. They just kind of get out of the way. It does have a handbrake, though, so you can do that. But the best part about it is that you can call it, and it flies into the screen. It's pretty hilarious. Let's see. Call buggy. If you're too close to one, though, I don't think it works. So let's get over here. Call buggy. Okay, there you go. It flies into the screen. It cracks me up every time that happens. Okay, so anyway, how are we doing here with our challenges? This is to reach. Oh, we have to reach level 7. Where are we at? We're at level 6. So they're happy. But we're still actually need to add a few things into the zoo that people like to complete our levels here. So we could put like decorations down, which people enjoy. Fountains is one of them. Of course, we have to research that. We could put another lake down, even though we have one. No, we have to research all this stuff. That's fine. See, it costs 300 to research this fountain. Takes 45 seconds to learn it. Once we research it, then we can spend money to buy it. So that will help with our zoo fame. Everybody's still happy. Actually, we got through that happiness one. All we really got to do is get to level 7. We get some food in here, or entertainment. We can buy a balloon shop. That should raise some happiness. See, the 6 went up to about half a star now. We were about at a quarter star before that. So the gazelle centerpiece is ready. So let's build that decoration. That'll raise us up pretty good. But not quite what we need. The quickest way is to do animals. But we can just put other stuff down. This puts us up 150, 500 for the burger barn. I think we already have a burger barn in here. Let's do the soft drink stand. I'm just gonna throw stuff down to try to get us to that 7 rank. Well, we kinda, looks like we pretty much need to maybe do another animal. Let's do a small animal exhibit then. Let's do a tropical rock right here. And then we can throw in an animals, which goes with the tropical rocks, which are lemurs or monitor lizards. Lemurs, I believe, are already unlocked for us. So let's put a lemur in there. That should raise us to 7. Or get us close. View animal. The lemurs like just meditate like that. It cracks me up. Alright, I guess we should put another one in. Oh, gosh, it's taking longer than I expected. These guys you don't actually have to buy. You don't have to put in food on the smaller things. You have to refill it, but you don't actually have to put it in. Alright, so we got 3 in here. That's what they need, minimum wise, for social needs. Yes, there's a food and a cleaning station already in these mini exhibits. And in the beginning here, you actually have to run around and fill all the stuff. Like the food and the water, fix the water, but eventually when you get high enough, you can build zookeepers that walk around and do all the stuff for you, so you can concentrate on just building and things like that. Let's just put another fountain down here. That'll get us to 7, I think. Alright, let's put another fountain. I just want to get to 7. I don't want to do more than that. Once we get to 7, we can stop. We can get out of this one. We're repeating the same fountain in the whole zoo. It's probably not a good thing. Why is this not getting to level 7? This is insane. Come on, zoo. I know I got 3 of the same fountains down. Let's put a lion mascot down then. There we go. Actually, I don't know why I was just throwing stuff down, but variety is better, obviously, than repeating the same thing over and over again. That was okay. So we're level 7. Scenario completed. Okay, so that's the first scenario here in Zoo Tycoon. It's a very easy one. But we are done with it. Okay, cool. So we'll do maybe a couple more scenarios, show off the different parts of the games, what it does, and then maybe we'll start working on our own zoo and probably mix and match something like that. We'll figure out what I want to do with this. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you